mall here?
Crossfire.
Crossfire Mall. Crossfire Mall, that's right. You're running in to save money and you're running out to save your life. It is cardio that day. They told me there's a shooting at the Apple store. Didn't make sense to me. If it was an explosion, I'd assume it was a Galaxy 7. But shooting, y'all heard that. Nobody got hurt. Thank God there wasn't a target in that mall or somebody might have gotten killed. Oh, wait. Yeah. What bothered me though, I watched the coverage of that shooting on the news, and whatever media outlet you went to, they're like, there's an active shooter at Crossgates Mall. Police are looking for an active shooter. As opposed to what? A passive-aggressive shooter? I brought this gun. I'm not really good though. I probably shouldn't. Let's just go to Bon-Ton. Really, I should, you think? I never practice. It's gonna be loud. Okay, here goes. Well, I went out though, and I bought myself a smart TV. It works great. It will not let me watch Fox News. Working great. There's a feature where it automatically mutes when Trump is speaking. It's wonderful. Of course, you can put on the subtitles in English or the original German, whichever you really prefer. Oh, Trump, he's at it again. Did you hear the news today? Because some college kid in New Hampshire burned a flag, Trump has issued a statement saying that anyone who burns the American flag should be stripped of their citizenship and put in jail. Now this is a guy who wants to register Americans based on their religion, who has threatened to jail his political opponents, but burning the flag would be un-American. You can't burn the flag. If they don't like the way things are, let them do what I did. Burn the Constitution. Trust me, folks, I wouldn't get away with the shit I have planned for you if I just burned the flag, okay? Burn the Constitution. The First Amendment says they can burn the flag? Really? Burn it. Bill of Rights, Bill of Wrongs, it's gone. That's all it was, folks, a Bill of Wrongs. A big fat Bill of Wrongs. And of course, Trump issued this statement through the official White House news source, Twitter. It's Twitter, that guy. 140 characters is about his attention span. If he can get the Constitution down to 140 characters, he'd be a happy guy. Life, etc. We/people. That's his goal. Jesus. You know, this guy, he wakes up at 3 a.m. He's got to pee like 100 times a night because he's an old man. He's mad at the world. Next thing you know, we're in a Twitter war. That's what scares me. Anybody who can get into a Twitter war that quickly and can now get us into a real war just as quickly, that's why I'm up at 3 a.m. Wondering what he's doing at 3 a.m. I'm worried I'm going to wake up at 8 a.m. and we're at war with China. China. We know what he means. God. And that scares me. I mean, I can see the generals coming to Mr. Trump, there's 1.2 billion Chinese. Their soldiers are getting decimated out there. I asked you an hour ago, please, you must issue the order to retreat. Retreat? I thought you said retweet. My bad. Well, go ahead and retweet. That's how we're going to win this. Social media, folks. That's what got me here. It'll work. Oh, my God. Trump. You know what? I'm just sick of the word. Politics aside, I'm tired of hearing Trump. 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 It's such a dull, percussive sound. Trump. Violent. Trump. You know what Trump is? That's the sound of, you know, in a Martin Scorsese movie? Where like the mob, they grab some guy off the street they're going to kill. But they can't kill him right there, so they throw him in the trunk of a car. Trump. Trump is the sound of a 1979 maroon-colored Cadillac Eldorado. Boom! Coming down and ending your life. That's what it is. Please, Daddy, Well, one's Trump sounds like. But if you put them together, Trump, 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 Trump. You know what that sounds like to me? You ever see the old black and white newsreel footage of Germany in World War II? They got all the soldiers in the square and the leather boots and they're goose stepping and smiling all over the place. Trump, Trump, Trump. Trump is the sound of marching Nazi boots. I'm sorry. Trump, Trump, Trump. There goes Poland. Trump, Trump, Trump. There goes healthcare. Trump, Trump, Trump. There goes excellence. Trump, Trump, Trump. They should have like a marching song for that. We voted for Trump, Trump, Trump. Why not Forrest Gump? Trump. They acted like Trumps, Trump, Trump. We voted for Trump, Trump, Trump. He'll hump and he'll jump and he'll bump on your rump. Trump. 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 I'm a Bernie Sanders supporter myself. Anybody else? Oh boy, I miss him already. The hardest thing I've seen in years was when Bernie had to get up there at the convention and endorse Hillary. He had to endorse his worst enemy. It was kind of like watching FDR if he had to get up there and endorse polio. That's what it was like. Well, you know, we gave it a good fight, we did, but tough opponent, polio, I'll tell you. Polio had the organization. That's what it came down to, really. And, well, I guess I'll just walk off into the sun. Well, not so much walk. Roll off into that sunset. And, you know, me and Eleanor, you all know Eleanor. She looks like Amelia Earhart after the plane crash, but, so good luck with polio. I'm sure that'll treat you really well during World War II, suckers. But, as a matter of fact, I want to say we have a special guest in the audience tonight. The Assemblyman for this district, who is the only Bernie Sanders delegate that I know of. He spoke at the rally at the Albany Armory, and right now he's the most liberal person in the legislature. So we want to give him some thanks and support for what he's doing for us. Let's just Bill Scott. Sit up, Bill. And I just want to talk about this for a minute before I get out of here. The Dakota Access Pipeline. Right? There's comedy fodder. That's funny. Are they throwing pies at them? It really bothers me in a lot of ways. For one thing, the other night it was 28 degrees, sub-freezing temperatures, and they're spraying them with water cannons. There's no shelter, there's no heat. Do you think we've advanced as a society? In 400 years of Native American relations, we've gone from intentionally giving them smallpox to intentionally giving them pneumonia. Slightly less life-threatening. Who knows, in 100 years, maybe we'll just give them the sniffles. All three of them that remain by that point. And does anybody else appreciate the fact that they were spraying water cannons at protesters who were trying to protect water? What did the Department of Irony show up? The SWAT team of irony? This will teach them. Maybe that's the plan. You know, they just hit them with enough water, like, you know what, fuck water. We got hot and cold running water. We go to the casino. Our odds are a lot better too. That is like a PETA is protesting somewhere, and the SWAT team shows up and tries to disperse them by throwing cats at them. They have the right to disperse. This is a legal order. What do? Well, they're pretty scratched up, but they're staying. They've got countermeasures. They've got balls of yarn. It's not really working for us. Get that Maine Coon cat out here. They got the big guns. Get that cat named Pepper. We'll see how they like it when he sprays. A groan is as good as a laugh, folks. It's as good as a laugh. But this Dakota Access thing really puts light on the fact that we can no longer stop large corporations. We can't. They own it. They own everything. They own the law enforcement end. They again. That's the thing. This oil company is so powerful. They are not scared of litigation or lawsuits from these Native Americans. And folks, this tribe is called the Sioux. They were legendary. They're the most litigious of all Native American tribes. The Apache were the most vicious, but the most litigious, the Sioux, hands down. Their raiding party would roll into towns and tie you up for years in court. They won that huge class action tomahawk settlement. Faulty tomahawks, 1.2 million. They got that TP copyright infringement thing. You don't want to mess with the Sioux. I'll leave you now in the hands of our chief litigator, running billable hours. You know my partner, Red Tape? And that's all the time I have for you folks. Enjoy the rest of the